Hey everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. Today is just a day of cooking. I've been doing all kinds of stuff. I'm going to preheat my oven to 350. And I just took something out of there. It shouldn't take too long. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to do a cake today. Not a cake, but it's almost like a cobbler cake. It's a dump cake type thing, okay? I'm going to take one can, and this can is a 20-ounce can of cherries. Let me get my whisk back up there. This is a cherry pie filling, and this doesn't have any added sugar. No sugar added, okay? Just the natural sugar that is in the cherries. You want to get every bit of that out of there. That's goodness, you know, every bit of that goodie out of there. See how much is back in the back of that thing? You just can't leave that in there. Just too good, too good. Okay. Next, I'm going to spread this out, and I'm going to take some, just spread it out all over because you want that to be all over your dish. This is a 9 by 13 inch baking dish, and I've sprayed the bottom and the sides. I have put a little spray in there. We're just going to try to get a cherry in about every bite in here. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little almond extract. You know, almonds and cherry go so well together. This is I'm just going to shake a few drops here and there and yonder, because you know, almond extract is a little strong. It's a little bit strong. That I don't even know if that was a half teaspoon. I'm gonna put just a few more drops that everybody gets some almond. Okay. Boy, that smells. You know, it just brings back memories, that smell does to me, for chocolate-covered cherries. Whenever I was little, chocolate-covered cherries, oh, my mother loved them. Now, I'm going to take one can with the juice of crushed pineapple. And this also is a 20-ounce can. Just gonna take my spatula and sort of fan that out so there's a little bit of pineapple in everything. Put a little bit more over that way, so everybody gets a little. Okay, now I'm going to take some, a few crushed pecans. You break that one a little bit. I chopped it with my Rada is the way it's pronounced, with my Rada chopper. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of flaked coconut. If you say, well, Nan, I don't like coconut, or you lost me at coconut, well, then you know what? Don't use coconut. If that's not good. This is almost like a little tropical dump cake. Lord, I love cherries. I just love cherries. And, you know, I might not eat a bite of this, and I might have one little dish because, you know, it's still got a little sugar in it, but that's just life. You learn to eat in moderation just a little bit and watch your sugar checks, you know. I'm going to put in 1 box of classic white Duncan Hines cake mix. Okay, now let's just grab a little spoon here. I'm going to put this all over. Make sure everything, I heard my oven there, 350. I'll have to tell you how long I leave it because I'm not going by a recipe. I'm just fixing Pop a little cobbler. He hasn't had one, which really it's called a dump cake. It's not really called a cobbler, but it sure looks like one when you bake it, you know. Okay. Now, I'm going to take pats of butter. I've got 2 sticks of butter here. I don't like to do a cake where they put the butter on there and then it leaves big dry patches all over the place. Well, my butter is already starting to melt there. So I want to put that there. Oh, I want to make sure I have some good butter pats, however much it takes. I'd say what I've got is 2 sticks here that have been sliced. Make sure I have enough to do it. Sorry this is taking a little time, but you want to make sure you get everything covered. You don't want it to be dry. You know, that's why I don't make a lot of dump cakes, is because I don't like that dryness that sometimes if you don't use enough butter, and I have done this, I have melted my butter before. I have, come on, get up off of there. I have melted my butter before and then it had a few dry spots in it. So, you know, I've tried it both ways to try to make, there we go. Let's see, right there. I had one that almost melted on me there. There we go. So we have a mess to clean up, but I also have a few of the extra pecans, and I'm just going to sprinkle those right on top of my butter. That'll help those pecans like roast a little bit, won't it? I did probably a little more than a half a cup. Pop's going to be happy. He's run out of cake. I usually try to keep him one made. You know, this is the truth. I don't crave that. It doesn't bother me to bake things that he will eat. Doesn't at all. Okay, let's get this on a minute. Let's get this in the oven and 350, and I will time it and tell you how long I'll leave it in there, okay? Like I said, I've been baking and cooking today. Okay, we'll be back in a little while and get this mess cleaned up. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Let me get a couple of things here and see if I can lift this up so you can see it. I baked it 350. Look at that. I wanted a little brown on the top, and I baked it 350 for an hour and 10 minutes. It probably would have been okay at 1 hour, but I went outside because I had delivery man coming. But I did bake it for an hour and 10 minutes, and it's nice and golden brown. And I'm just going to tell you, you know, this is going to be good. Hang on a minute. Let me dry out my dish. I just washed it. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Oh. Now, wouldn't that be good? You know, I'm just going to take a bite of it. But wouldn't that be good with some ice cream on the top? Oh my, my, my. That would be mighty good. Let me get a little picture of my bowl. Lousy me. Oh, young'uns. I'm going to get me a bite with that delicious cherry in it. I love the cherries. Uh-oh, cherries, pineapple. Now remember, if you don't like the coconut, don't put the coconut in there, okay? I'm gonna let that totally cool before I put any aluminum foil or plastic or anything like that over the top. Let it totally cool. Ooh, that hot. But it's delicious. Delicious. I hope y'all get a chance to make that. I can taste just a tad bit of the coconut. A little pineapple, a little cherry. Young'uns, I hope you get a chance to make this. Very simple. Throw it together with, you can even get you one of those. There's still some carbs in a zero cake mix, unless you get a keto cake mix and it's much lower. But if you just get a zero, it's called Zero, I think it's by Pillsbury, and it's a zero cake mix. It still has some carbs, but it's lighter than a lot of the other cake mixes. You could use that kind of cake mix. I already saw the sugar-free cherry pie filling that I used in there. The pineapple is not sugar-free, but it's not in any heavy syrup or anything. It's in its own juices. So that's not too bad. So, you know, just for I won't eat that whole bowl. I'll just eat a couple of bites and that'll be it. But if you're trying to watch what you're eating and everything, you could make it light, you know. Then use you some Zero Cool Whip on top, or some Carb Smart ice cream. Carb Smart by Breyers has a wonderful ice cream, and it's just so good. I buy the fudge sickles, and Papa eats those fudge sickles. I'm going to show y'all, because I can't keep him and Willow out of them, or anybody else that comes along. Papa eats 2 every night. So let me grab the box. I'm going to show y'all. Hey, I'm not selling nothing. I'm just saying that if you need something, sweet, these are just 50 calories, and they have 3 grams of carbs and 3 grams of fiber, and they have just 2 grams of sugar per bar. And I'm gonna tell you, they are a fat, it's not a little skinny mini, it's a nice fat little fudge-sicle. And so they can't hardly keep these at Walmart. I'll buy 3 or 4 boxes at a time. Pop eats 2 each night. So, and you know, I mean, he loves them because he says they're not as sweet as regular ice cream, and he likes that a lot better. And Willow, she has one every day when she comes down here. Every day she has one. Well, listen, I'm going to go. If you get a chance to make this, do it. It is excellent. It's to me, it's like a cobbler, but I think they call it a dump cake. But to me, it's a cobbler with all the fruit and everything you've got in there. Listen, young'uns, I want you to know I love you and appreciate you sharing and liking my videos. I appreciate you coming every day. I just put this in the oven and run in there and start answering comments and messages that's been sent to me on Messenger. I try to get back with those as soon as I can. And just want you to know that I love y'all and how much that the good Lord loves you. Oh, Lyle, don't ever forget that. Start this year out with putting him first above all things. That's what I want, is to put God first, and my family second, and my page third, because that's the way God means for it to be. And it's hard for me not to try to put everything, you know, really try to take care of the page, and sometimes it gets difficult. But I want you to know that you all are my family, my friends, and I love you. And I want you to know how much that God loves you. Don't even let a minute go by that you don't make sure that you're right with the Lord. We're going to go home before long, young'uns. I'm looking for God anytime to split those eastern skies and come back to get us. We got to make sure that our heart is right with him. Well, I'm going to go, and I'll see you next time, Lord willing, and we'll do another video, okay? Bye-bye.